In a cold void where the stars themselves seemed to shudder under the weight of tyranny, the Galactic Empire unleashed its might. Their greatest warriors, sleek, armored figures honed by decades of ruthless training and powered by technology that blurred the line between man and machine, marched in perfect formation aboard a colossal warship. Each warrior was a cog in an immense machine of conquest, their loyalty unyielding and their purpose singular, to snuff out the last embers of resistance. But far from the shining corridors of imperial power, on the rugged outskirts of a forgotten space station orbiting a dead world, there lived one who refused to bow. Mara, known among her scattered allies simply as the Angry Mechanic, was a tempest in human form. Clad in a patchwork of grease-stained coveralls and armed with nothing more than a battered wrench that had seen more battles than any soldier, she harbored a deep, unquenchable fury. This was not just anger born of personal loss, but the smoldering rage of a people crushed under the heel of an oppressive regime. Mara's workshop was a ramshackle haven of discarded parts and whirring contraptions, tucked away in a labyrinth of corroded metal and shattered dreams. Here, amidst the clatter of tools and the hiss of welding torches, she engineered ingenious traps and repurposed alien technology into makeshift weapons. Every rivet and every bolt in her arsenal was a symbol of defiance, a silent promise that even the smallest spark of rebellion could ignite a conflagration capable of toppling empires. When word reached her that the Empire's elite warriors were en route to confiscate the few remaining resources of independent survival, Mara knew that fate had placed her at a crossroads. Alone but unbowed, she set out in a battered speeder, its engine rumbling like the heartbeat of a dying star. The cold vacuum of space gave way to a gauntlet of ruined corridors and echoing industrial halls, the last vestiges of a once thriving outpost now repurposed as a fortress by the Empire. As the Imperial warriors advanced, their energy blades slicing through the dark like beams of relentless judgment, Mara wove through the shadows with the fluid grace of someone who had long mastered the art of survival. She led them into a maze of her own design, a labyrinth of sabotaged conduits, rigged explosive charges, and mechanical misdirections. With each clang of her wrench against metal, she whispered defiant oaths into the darkness, each strike a small rebellion against an overwhelming power. The climax of their encounter unfolded in a cavernous hangar where the Empire's regiment had gathered to secure a critical piece of technology, a control module that held sway over the entire outpost's defenses. The warriors, confident in their superiority, formed an impenetrable wall of gleaming armor. Yet as they advanced, they were met by Mara herself. Her eyes burned with a fury born of countless losses, and in that moment, the fate of countless lives rested on the resolve of a single soul. With a roar that echoed off cold metal and ancient stone, Mara charged. The clash was as brutal as it was brief, a ballet of sparks and shrapnel where the precision of elite training collided with raw, unbridled determination. Each swing of her wrench was guided by years of labor and sacrifice, each parry a testament to her unyielding spirit. Slowly, with ingenious tactics and a fierce refusal to relent, she turned the tide. The Empire's warriors, once so assured of their inevitable victory, found themselves disoriented and overwhelmed by the unexpected ferocity of one determined mechanic. In the end, as the dust of battle settled and the hum of disabled machinery filled the silence, the vast machine of the Galactic Empire began to falter. Mara, bloodied and battered but unbroken, stood amidst the ruins of tyranny. Her defiant stand had not only disrupted the Empire's plans, but also lit a spark that would grow into a blazing inferno of hope for those yearning for freedom. And so, in the silent expanse of a reawakened cosmos, the legend of the angry mechanic with a wrench was born, a reminder that even against overwhelming odds, the courage of one can echo across the stars and challenge the mightiest of empires.